Go.
This is a video on how to groom your standard Wirehair Dachshund or your Wirehair Dachshund's beard. I find it hard to separate the beard from the rest of the head because it all goes together to me. But I've done one side, I've done this side already, and I haven't touched this side yet. What I want you to pay attention to is, not everyone agrees with me, but I really don't like the eyebrows droopy right here. See the difference? Makes the dog look sad, and he doesn't look near as alert as when it's done on this side. I will show you, just for my point of reference, how I fix that. I take my knife and I strip all that from the side. I haven't touched this side of his head yet, so there's going to be some hair on this side. But I try to strip that down and get it very tight. Now, as you can see, it's already looking much better. And get a really close clip on that. I'll use my thinning shears and just go up the side. Good boy. I also have a thing about when we groom our Wirehair Dachshunds, people that leave their eyebrows real long where they look more like a schnauzer. I don't believe they should look like a schnauzer. I believe they should look like a dachshund and not have these great big old long eyebrows that lean over. So I like to just trim mine up nice with the thinning shears, and then when they go to be groomed, you just wet it and they will stand up. There's still enough left to be nice, but they don't have to look long and schnauzer-like. Now for the beard. I've done this side. I haven't done anything to this side yet. Now to me, the beard is everything from here around their eyes. It also is around their cheek, neck. And what you need to have as a point of reference is, when you're doing the beard should be trimmed from the inside corner of the eye to the outside corner of the lip. So this should be what he's trimmed on for beard, okay? Just an imaginary line there. So this could be trimmed back if you like, and then you just go from the corner of the mouth out for the beard. Now, how I achieve this look over here, I brush everything forward. Everything forward. If you'll look under his neck, see how far up I've gone? It's all in line with the corner of the mouth. So all of this needs to come off. All of this. So I would start stripping that off with my knife until I had it nice and even with the corner of his mouth. I like under here to be nice and tight. If you're like me and you get blisters on your finger, put a Band-Aid on it. I've not discovered how to groom without that. Okay, buddy. By the way, this is Chase. He's our big red dog from Poland. Excensius, catch me if you can. We absolutely are in love with Chase. Now, I do trim this back because I think it looks better on him. He tends to have a big head, and so I refine his head a little bit by trimming some of this back. At this point, I'm going to lay him down. Lay down, buddy. Good boy. And like I say, I can't differentiate the beard from the rest of the dog's head, so I kind of do the whole head as one piece. Some dogs have a broader head, and so you need to maybe do it a little tighter along here and leave a little more hair in the middle just to give them a little more rounder head. You have to look at your own dog and determine what you think is the right way to groom them. I like Chase's head to be nice and tight, and he's a beautiful red dog, and if you don't get him good and tight, you get a little bleached out red. Now, this part right here around the eye, I just pull with the tip of my knife, and I also pull this, trying to eliminate that little ridge that shows up there. Yeah. Now, keeping in mind, here's the corner of his mouth, so I'm going to take this off. Now, the thing about it is, all of this needs to be even with the corner of his mouth. So be sure and take that too. If you don't, it looks sloppy. I'm lucky because he'll let you do most anything to him. As long as he's getting attention, he doesn't care. I'm going to show you a trick in a minute. Some beards tend to want to flip out or be bushy. I'm going to show you a trick that helps them lay down. Someone showed this to me, and I find it very useful. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it, Chase? Yeah, look at that. Much better. Okay, can you stand up for me again? So I can see your face. Oh, yeah. You're becoming a handsome boy. Yes, you are. Now, when it comes to this, don't be afraid. There's a little notch under there. I put my fingers there to help control. Don't be afraid to pull and thin this out. Until you feel like you're happy with what it looks like. Using my comb, I'm going to comb it down. Now, as you can see, that helps to thin it out and make it much prettier. And we want it to go under, not flip out. Now, remembering that you're still going to bathe your dog and get it ready for the show, so you'll be blowing that nice and pretty under. I'm not doing all that today. Now, for this under here, I pull it in the way I want it to come, until it's nice and thin and looks pretty. Not this big bushy long beard. A lot of people will clipper that, not clipper it, but use the thinning shears. I think you can do a much prettier job using your knife. It makes it lay down pretty. But now you can see he's starting to look the same on both sides. Now I'm going to lay him back down. I'm going to show you the trick. When you have dogs that have these really bushy, and he would if I didn't keep it thinned out, really bushy mustaches, The way to get it to lay down is take their bottom lip, comb the hair straight, take your scissors, don't be afraid to do this, and going right next to the lip. That's my fault. No. Come on, Chase. It tickles, so it might take you a few tries. But if you will clipper that, and he has that really dark section there that wants to bunch up, stop. Attaboy. See how I've just clippered that along the lips? You'll be surprised at how much of a difference that makes with having your beard lay down flat. Remember, we always brush it forward. When we're drying it, always brush forward. The mustache and the beard. Let me see you. Let me see you. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. I hope that helped you a little bit. Understand about the beard. Just remember, there's some landmarks. You always groom from the corner of the eye to the inside corner of the eye to the outside corner of the mouth. Trim all the way around and that underneath too, because you don't want all of this as beard. This is not beard. I like the eyebrows to stay fairly short and tight around the corners so they don't look sad. Don't be afraid to take your knife down through the beard. You're not going to hurt anything. I don't like using thinner shears to trim my beards. I just like my knife. I hope that helps answer any of your questions you had about beards. They're fairly easy. You just can't be afraid to attack it. Thank you and good luck with your shows.